Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the weekly report. When fascism comes, it will be wearing a mask. Almost immediately after his inauguration, President Joe Biden began creating new government dictates via executive orders. Many of these executive orders concern coronavirus, fulfilling Biden's promise to make ramping up a coronavirus-inspired attack on liberty a focus of his first 100 days. One of Biden's executive orders imposes mask and social distancing mandates on anyone in a federal building or on federal land. The mandates also apply to federal employees when they are on duty anywhere. Members of the military are included in the definition of federal employees. Will citizens of Afghanistan, Iraq, and other countries where U.S. troops are or will be spreading democracy be happy to learn the troops shooting up their towns are wearing masks and practicing social distancing? Another one of Biden's executive orders forces passengers on airplanes, trains, and other public transportation to wear masks. Studies have not established that masks are effective at preventing the spread of coronavirus. Regularly wearing a mask, though, can cause health problems. Biden's mask mandates are also an unconstitutional power grab. Some say these mandates are an exercise of the federal government's constitutional authority to regulate interstate commerce. However, the Constitution gives Congress, not the President, the power to regulate interstate commerce. The President does not have the authority to issue executive orders regulating interstate commerce absent authorization by a valid law passed by Congress. The founders gave Congress sole lawmaking authority, and they would be horrified by the modern practice of presidents creating law with a stroke of a pen. Just as important, the Commerce Clause was not intended to give the federal government vast regulatory power. Far from giving the U.S. government powers such as the power to require people to wear masks, the Commerce Clause was simply intended to ensure Congress could protect free trade among the states. Biden also signed an executive order supporting using the Defense Production Act to increase the supply of vaccines, lasting supplies, and other items deemed essential to respond to coronavirus. The Defense Production Act is a Cold War relic that gives the president what can fairly be called dictatorial authority to order private businesses to alter their production plans and violate existing contracts with private customers in order to produce goods for the government. Mask and social distancing madness, government controls of private industry, and some of Biden's other executive actions, such as the one creating a new public health jobs corps with the responsibility including performing contact tracing and American citizens, are the type of actions one would expect from a fascist government, not a constitutional republic. Joe Biden, who is heralded by many of his supporters as saving democracy from fascist Trump, could not even wait one day before beginning to implement fascistic measures that are completely unnecessary to protect public health. Biden will no doubt use other manufactured crises, including climate change and domestic terrorism, to expand government power and further restrict our liberty. Under Biden, fascism will not just carry an American flag, it will also wear a mask. Thanks for listening.